This is Allison Hunt, and I'm going to read you Star Set 158. This is Chapter 11, Satso. Bennett and AK had to work on their plans, so they dropped Lily back off with Alejandrin. But the Satso were there waiting for her. Had they known that, they wouldn't have brought her back at all. There was nothing Alejandrin could do to stop them. They took her to Satso, made her lie down inside a square box. Darkness surrounded her, and a machine moved over her and put her into a glass chamber. She could see through the glass walls. She wondered if it was a suspension chamber. Yes, put me back to sleep. I don't want to know what they're going to do. Give me normal dreams, no nightmares. She closed her eyes, but it did not put her to sleep. Lights of all colors scanned her in many directions. A needle came out of the capsule and moved towards her. She used her powers and twisted the mechanical joint. It was bent by her powers, and it was no longer able to bend properly. It tried to retract back into the wall, but was jammed. It moved back out, and a beeping noise began, and a red light began to flash. "Whoops," she whispered. All kinds of lights and beams started up, which panicked Lily. She shut the entire chamber off with her mind. "This is good. You can't mess with me if I'm stuck in an elevator," she thought. "But then again, I'm stuck and I'll need to move around eventually." She turned it back on, but as it entered through the tunnels, it acted like a roller coaster, making her dizzy. The door opened and Lily spilled out. She looked up and saw the two men. They were both large men, but they didn't look alike. The largest one looked at her with burning green eyes. He had very dark hair. He wore an expression like he never believed anything anyone ever said. He was unimpressed with everybody. "Your face makes me want to cry. Your eyes are so empty, like all of the joy has been burned off of you one day at a time." It was. He lunged to hit Lily, but the lighter-haired man stopped him. The dark one scoffed, but blew breaths through his nose in anger. The one with the light hair and dark brown eyes gave her a quick glance of warning before turning away. The dark one smirked and drew his own needle. The one with the brown eyes grabbed her arm and presented it to the dark one. He shook his head at Lily. "No," he said. Peering over her shoulder, Lily lifted up the needle and threw it at the big guy's head. It stuck into the wall right next to his face, which only aggravated him more. He jumped up with anger, balled his hands up, and yelled at her. The vibration from his voice slammed Lily to the ground. The other closed his eyes, but was not affected by the wave of sound. The dark one grabbed her arm and yanked her up. The smaller man didn't move or intervene. "I feel bad," the Satso said. "Then help me," Lily begged. The man with the sad eyes looked away. The large man smirked with a testy smile on his face. He looked Lily in the eyes and whispered, "Come with me." She began to follow him onto a path that turned into a bridge. "The bridge is rotten," he told her. Lily looked down, and the bridge began to lose its planks one at a time. She screamed and held on to the ropes. The large guy swiftly made it to the other side of the bridge and turned around to watch her with one hand on his hip. She was missing 3 planks and could not hop over. She carefully walked across the ropes that held the arm bridge to the footbridge. She stepped onto the planks, and all the other planks fell off at once. She screamed and looked at the dark-haired Satso man. "Help me," she screamed, but he pulled a knife and cut the bridge ropes on his side. "No," she screamed. The bridge fell, and Lily held on to the bridge. It slammed against the wall of the cliff. It knocked the wind out of her, but she held on until her fingers burned from the ropes. She let go and screamed as she fell into the jagged cliffs below. She opened her eyes, and her cheeks stung. She saw the dark-haired Satso above her. Her eyes were still shaking from fright. She was panting from adrenaline. She was still frightened. He throbbed, and he thought he would never again see such a pure face. That he kissed Lily passionately, although it didn't make any sense. She burned for that man. He held the needle out, and Lily, still frozen, let him draw samples. He also injected her with something, and she did not fight. In fact, she didn't resist. He nudged her, and she stood up shaking. He guided her down the hall, and she scuffled next to him. The door to the room opened, and within it stood many Satso in special suits. They had sleek black uniforms with thin tubes of red neon running through them. "What is that?" she inquired about the large black box. It looked like a safe vault, but smoother. It was covered in lights and buttons. Many tubes were hooked up to it that ran into the computer screens around them. He pointed for her to get in. "I don't want to." "Go," he yelled, and the sound hurt her. She climbed into the box and the lid shut around her. The dark-haired man with the large ruby ring turned the machine on. "This may cause a very unstable balance of molecules. I want to see how she handles it. We don't know what can happen." "Exactly. That's why it's called an experiment. If you kill her, the Gonza will come. Why do you want to hurt her?" "Because she irritates me. Her rebellious spirit, her uniqueness, her hope. I hate her for having the emotions that I no longer possess." "So you want to make her dull and miserable like us?" "I wouldn't be so irritated if she calms down. It's distracting me." "From what?" "From everything, every second she is here." "You lust for her?" "Yes, and I will punish her for it. I'm going to burn her hope off." Lily woke up lying on the snow. There was nothing but mountains and hillside. She was cold and her clothes were wet. She stood up and the icy wind blew against her. She looked all around and all she could see was smoke in the distance. By the time she reached the cabin, her lips were cracked and icicles filled her hair. She opened the door without knocking. She lay down in a clump by the fire. She woke up when somebody came into the cabin. She looked up at him, too tired to be scared of him. He turned around, and Lily was startled. "Bennett?" "The last time I saw you, I saw him put you in the chamber, so I did everything I could to see you again. Please forgive me. Even you were supposed to die." "I forgive you, and it's not your fault, and I didn't die." Bennett circled up to Lily on the floor with his watery amber eyes and kissed her. She relaxed, but when she opened her eyes, she saw the dark-haired Satso looking back at her. She stopped and sat up. On the outside of the box, the amber-eyed Satso tried to stop Dajuan by using his own mind on her, but he was overpowered by him, and he came through. Dajuan was too busy messing with Lily. "You put me in that box. What is it?" she asked him. "It's a torture chamber. You can't escape." "She's not reacting normal. Something's wrong," the other Satso warned. "She's not normal as it is. Everything is fine. All of her levels are completely off. It's not how the body reacts, or the mind even." "I gave her something." "You drugged her with what?" "LSD." "You gave us Sotonon LSD and put her in the cage?" The other yelled at him. Dajuan smiled. "Are you insane? Do you need a straitjacket, man? The Gonza are going to fry our asses if they find out." "The Gonza aren't going to find out." "Oh, yes, they do." "Watch out for the icebergs," the Satso warned, and the roof was torn off from the cabin, and deadly icicles fell all around her. Lily screamed in terror. She barely made it out alive, and her heart was pounding. She was exhausted, hungry, and tired. Lily began to cry. The Satso returned and laughed at her. "Please," she begged. "Some like it hot," he laughed. Lava began to surround her. Her heart raced and she was scared to death. She noticed she was half inside a zip-up sweater and Paul was in the other half. "Stay low," he said. "It's gonna kill us, Paul." "No, it's not. Just stay curled up like this." "It's a sweater. A sweater won't save us from lava." "Yes, it will." "You're full of shit, Paul. You're a fake." Paul and the sweater disappeared, and Lily was surrounded in lava. She was sweating and sure she would die. He made Lily feel the pain of her body on fire. She screamed in agony. Then he made her watch herself from above while it was happening. The amber-eyed man screamed and punched Dajuan in the face. It knocked him down. He then yelled at Dajuan and used all his mind capacity to keep him down. But Dajuan was much stronger. That's why he was in charge. Dajuan got up ready to attack him, but lights and sirens started going off and it stopped him. All of the Satso looked around. "You stupid asshole," he yelled at Dajuan. They were both scared, expecting the machine to blow, but the lid opened and Lily came out, but she didn't look the same. Her hair hung in strings in front of her face and her chin touched her neck as she looked up through her eyebrows at them. "You don't look so happy anymore," Dajuan smirked with satisfaction. Nete soluto CMK fatate, Lily growled quietly. Dajuan half frowned, impressed for once. Nete soluto CMK fatat, she screamed, and the waves of her voice slammed Dajuan to the wall. Move, she screamed to the other, and he got as far away as possible. She used her Manaki powers on him and held his neck, pinning him to the wall, with her hand still held out. Keeping him still, she looked up and saw the mirror panels that lined the ceilings. She used her other arm and pulled at the panel. The screws popped out, and she shook it free and moved it. She held it up in the air. She glared at him. Bad guy, she hissed, and lowered the mirrors between them, and he could no longer see Lily, only himself. He was frozen, and none of his mind powers were having any effect on her. Lily raised every single loose object in the room, no matter what it was, and hovered them all in the air. Dajuan realized what the mirror was for, and he yelled as loud as he could. Lily turned her back to him and let the object stab and hit him. He was still alive, so she turned on every machine in the room, no matter what it was for, and made them all attack him. He watched himself get sliced and mutilated with lasers. That's grisly. All of the Satso ran out of the room. Emergency alarms began to sound everywhere, and everyone ran in panic. Fire in the hole, Lily screamed and smiled. She left the room and slowly walked down the hall in no hurry. All of the Satso ran away from her in panic. She passed a door, and a hand grabbed her and pulled her in. The man with the amber eyes put his hands in the air. I have to help you. Now you're helping me, prick. You're sick, Lily. He made you sick. If the other races find out, they'll kill us all. Good. No, please, you're sick. He held out the needle. Fuck off. Lily flicked it right out of his hands, and it hit the back wall. You're not tranquilizing me, shithead. Lily, you're sick, and I must fix it, please. It's just vitamins. He exhausted you. Prove it, Lily said, and swiftly picked the needle up and sent it straight into his arm and pushed the fluid out and into his bloodstream. Ow, he yelled and pulled the needle out and held his arm. If you don't pass out or die in 20 minutes, I'll let you. What's the damn alarm for? The Gonza have been signaled, and they can't shut it off. They're all leaving Satso to escape. Only a few know what he really did to you. What you all did to me, Lily shouted. I tried to stop him. But since Lily could never know the real truth, she looked at him. She could sense truth in his eyes, at least a little. The bad news is, if any of them find out what happened, they're gonna kill us. All of us. What a headache, she yelled, ignoring everything he said. She turned the alarms off. We need to get out of Satso now. Come. Since Lily didn't like Satso much, she followed him. They took an escape pod. They floated out into space and away from Satso. It became a gray ball. Lily sat down, exhausted. You have to take this, Lily. You're dehydrated, starved, and sleep-deprived. Don't forget traumatized, Lily cried. I could feel the pain. Oh, Lily, please take this. Well, you haven't passed out yet. Please, he begged with watery eyes. Okay. He gave her the shot, and in a few minutes she felt well again, except for the memories. Thanks for the memories. Thank you, she said, and closed her eyes. Shit, he said when he opened them again. There were triangle ships everywhere. They began blasting missiles at the Satso escape pods. Many turned into explosions of fire. Oh, shit. Many lights flashed on the driver board above them. We have the Satnon Shuttle 445. We have the Satnon Shuttle 573. We have the Satnon Shuttle 482. What shuttle are we? Lily asked. 612. They're trying to save themselves. Shoot something like a flare or something. There are none. Weapon. Shoot a weapon fast. No way they'll kill us, Lily. Just do it now. He did, and when he shot the laser, Lily stopped it and held it into a ball. The guy's jaw dropped. He'd never seen anyone stop a laser before. What are you doing? Making a beacon. She moved and held it above her ship. Let me talk to them. He pressed a button and nodded. I am the Satnon. I'm on 612. I'm still mad about Jeremy. They saw the beacon but didn't respond on the intercom. A large triangle ship came above them and beamed them both up. They were surrounded by the Oxlar when the door to their shuttle opened. The Satso was stunned. Don't kill him, she yelled with her new powers, and the Oxlar shook, and she was instantly stunned as well. He's like, ow. So he goes, stun. He's like, don't. And his Oxlar go, ow, stun. She woke up on a bed, but she was restrained. The Oxlar looked over her. Let me up. I'm tired of this. I'll kill your asses too. It's all right, Lily. We're not going to hurt you or do any experiments. Bullshit. We can't. The Gonza have been summoned and we have to wait. You've been through enough already. You're restrained because you have a dangerous gift that you picked up from the Satso and you don't know how to control it. So we had to give you a drug to keep your power subdued. Then let me free then. They set her free and she sat up. She rubbed her wrists. A door opened and Jeremy ran in. Lily! He was crying. His face was wet with tears. Stop, she yelled, before his outstretched arms came any closer. I'm not in the mood for games, she said, trying to use her Satso voice. No more holograms, no more robots, and no more fucking lies. Stop, Lily, please. I have little Joe. He reached in his bag and pulled him out. Lily snatched him away in a flash and put him on her shoulder and frowned at Jeremy. Please, Lily, it's really me. I saw what they did to you, Jeremy cried. Jeremy doesn't cry. Jeremy is never emotional. Jeremy shows no emotion ever, unless he's mad. Then his face turns red, and that's all. Jeremy chuckled suddenly. My face gets red? Yeah, bright-ass red, and you still can't see any emotion. That shit pisses me off how you can do that. Why? Because I wish I could do that. I can never tell what you feel. Anyway, Jeremy doesn't cry, she frowned. I love you, Lily. I always have, since you came into our city. I'm telling you now and showing you now because we've been apart so long and I faced my feelings for you alone. I never want to be without you again. He went to hold her, but she stopped him. No, you'll read my mind. They tortured me. I don't want you to feel it ever, she cried. Can't you guys erase her mind? Yes, but it's not our call. We need to subdue those powers right now. Let them, Lily. She did, and they gave her the drug. Go with Jeremy, wait for the Gonza. They went into a room alone. Please don't touch me yet. I want you to, but not if we can fix this. Oh, wait. She closed her eyes and suddenly Jeremy was on a warm beach with white sand. The ocean was light blue and he was alone with Lily. They smiled and she passed him a tropical cocktail. Cheers, she smiled. They drank it and it was the best thing he had ever tasted. She kissed him. He began to wake up. The vision slowly turned into reality. The beach faded slowly into the walls of the Oxlar room. That was the best dream I've ever had, Jeremy smiled. Sorry, it wore off. They jacked me up this time. He just looked at her with a huge silent smile on his face. The Gons are going to take you and never give you back. Why would they? I'm sad because this is the last time I will ever see you. I saw Fan, young Fan. Oh, you mean cheating Fan? Yep, that's the one, Lily frowned. I saw Bennett too. You did? I didn't see that. I was still blocked. It took me a while to hack back in. What happened? Did you have sex with him? No, why? Oh, good. Because I'm jealous. Do you still want him? No, Jeremy. I was tempted, but AK came in. Good. It's about time that dick cock blocked the right guy. I fell in love with you the moment I noticed your eyelashes were blonde. You did? I remember that. I remember you saying that. Why didn't you tell me how you felt? I didn't know you liked me. One time you fell asleep leaning on me, and I let you stay there because I loved it. But I had to move you so AK wouldn't see us and throw a fit. I wanted to take you to my room and lay you on my bed. Jeremy. She held his hands. I hate Fan, and I hate the fake Fan, too. He's not pursuing me, and AK is friends with him now. He did all kinds of things to try to see me again. He killed billions with them, Lily. He did it to be in a position to see me again, so he could protect me. He did everything they wanted him to, and he's not to blame. They are. Wrong. He did it so he can finally have you by pretending he was Fan. That's a good point. It's a good point. As much as I don't like Bennett, he does have balls, and he's going to start World War IV against the Antonon. When they send me back, I'm going to help him. No, Jeremy, you'll die. Stay here. You're half Oxlar. Stay here. They're not going to let me stay here. I'm a halfie. They're not going to let you come back, and we must finish this war without you. We must make it right. For all of us. For goodness. Don't say that. Make love to me right now. Let me get you pregnant so they won't inseminate you. Okay. You don't care if you read my mind? I don't want you to. I'll try not to, and I don't care. I can handle it. It's far more important that I love you and hopefully give you my baby. I'll probably never see you again, but you will be safe. Do you love me, Lily? Yes. Then show me. She put her hands on his face and kissed him. The door opened, startling both of them. No, she yelled. He has to go back with the halfies where he belongs. He's half Oxlar and I love him. Keep him safe here, please. I order you, she screamed with her Sotso powers. But they didn't work anymore. Lily put her hands on his cheeks and cried. I'm scared, Lily whispered. It's okay, Lily. Give this to the Gonza. It's my eyeglass and my semen. See if they'll let you have mine instead. Don't look at me like that. I've been thinking about you a lot. I love you, Lily. He smiled at her and stood up. No, I'm not going to let them take you. It's okay. The Gonza will take you, Lily, and protect you. 3 Gonza came in. They were gray aliens with large black eyes. Jeremy grabbed the bag and shoved it at one of them. Please, take this, please. You need to know the truth. The Gonza touched his forehead for a moment. We don't need it. The Gonza opened the zipper and pulled out a small black rectangle. Jeremy forgot he had put it in there. The Gonza removed it. It was a Zale 370 in small form. No, the Gonza said, and with his hands he melted the metal. He took out the eyeglass and tinkered with the knobs and gave it back to Jeremy. Keep. You have to know the truth. We know the truth. You will need that to fight. He's not fighting anyone. He's staying here with me, Lily cried, and the Gonza pulled out the vial of semen. No, don't, Lily screamed. I need that. Please don't. She tried to use her Menaki powers, but they didn't work. The Oxlar took Jeremy by the arms, and he did not resist. Jeremy, no, she screamed. He walked with them, looking behind him. It's okay, Lily, he said, and the door shut. He could see her through the glass windows, but she was now muted inside as she screamed and pounded on the glass, with tears streaming down her face, and little Joe on the floor beside her foot. She was beamed up onto the Gonza mothership. She could see Jeremy's shuttle getting further away from her as it headed back to Earth. I hate you. I hate all of you. The Gonza touched her forehead and read her mind and instantly calmed her down with their telepathy. She sat on the floor and picked up little Joe and put him on her shoulder backwards. She stopped sobbing, but tears came down her cheeks as she watched Jeremy fly away. The Gonza took her hand and placed the vial in it. She tightened her grip around it as another tear fell from her eye. Sanson here. John Asteen, 391. I have an idea. What? While those guys are going at it, let's jump over them. Jump over them how? It's a secret. They're so messed up with the mess they created that we fly over them and won't even be noticed. I gained a lot of stuff from Jeremy. Meaning, right when we leave, we'll have a long recorded video surveillance play over and over. Weeks worth of normal footage will be replaying, and it would take a genius to figure all that shit out. We have at least 7 days to do what we want before the tape even loops once. So are you in or are you out? Asteen asked Sanson. I'm in. We glide over the top of all of them and save the day, but we have to relocate the slaves after someone else frees them. I'm in. What else do we have to live for anyway?